Welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. I've been getting a lot of requests for how to save money because I am a frugal homestead channel. I share lots of tips, frugal tips and stuff along the way. A lot of people that personally know me know how frugal I am. Sometimes I forget that I even do stuff that's considered frugal. So today I thought I'd go ahead and dive into some of that. I did write down my notes so I wouldn't forget anything, just to share something that I think is very important. So my title of my notes here says, overlooked food item that you might want to stock up on. We all stock up on certain things, but I feel like this is an item that's overlooked, that's very important and could provide a lot of meals if you have this one staple. So maybe things that you never thought of, whether you just buy it or you make it yourself. Just add it to your food storage. You may not think you need it right now, but you probably could use it later. You know, like if there was a event or something that happened and you were just craving certain things, and just simply if things got so expensive, that may be an item that you would be wanting to cut out of your grocery list because things have just gotten so expensive. But I'm here to tell you, if you make it homemade, it's going to be gourmet. So even though you can't even afford the cheap brands, making it gourmet is like buying it at an expensive gourmet name brand if that's what your flavor of choice is. But you can make it for a lot cheaper at home and save a lot of money. To the Cozy Cottage Homestead. Y'all know what's better than being frugal is free, and it is free to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for leaving those friendly comments. Now, the item is tomato paste. Yeah, you're probably thinking tomato paste. I took the labels off because it's not important. Tomato paste is still one of the purest things that there is that hasn't been messed with as far as I can tell. It's just tomato paste and citric acid, which keeps it preserved, keeps its color, keeps its flavor. So nothing else is added, just pure tomato paste. So that's what we're talking about today. Stock up on tomato paste. So let's look into a few more things that you can do with tomato paste. We'll go into that in just a minute. Let me go ahead and finish my notes. So I've been asked, and I'd already shared that, been asked to share more things that I do, and lots of times I do stuff without even thinking about it, so I don't even, think about it. And like with grandkids, when they come along, and family and friends, and they see you do this stuff all the time, and it's just like a given. It's just something they naturally see you do. So I had to stop and think about it, and how can I share this information with others so they can become more frugal, because that's what my channel is about, sharing information to help others live their best life, live a full, abundant life, but you can do it on less and still have the same results. So I've learned very, very, very long time ago to trade off working hard, being honest, being consistent, being compassionate. That slow and steady wins the race. The biggest thing for me was seeing others just waste their time, waste their money, and waste their life to foolishness. So choose to be wise, make wise decisions, make good decisions, make good use of your time. So many people just waste their life, just killing time is something people say. So spend time, give it the time that it needs, spend a little extra time, trading that time off to make it homemade. Just cost you some time, and there's tons of recipes out there for all of this stuff that I'm going to be sharing with you today. And also I have some of the recipes on my YouTube channel in the playlist. I think it's called Making, Bacon, or Canning something. So another little side note. Don't live so high and mighty that you look down your nose on others. Always offer help if there is a need. And don't give it unless they ask, unless it's a situation where you know the person has been abused. Then most definitely offer your help. Our rewards are stored up in heaven. You can't take stuff with you when you go. So start enjoying the here and the now and what you have right now. Stop saving stuff. Stop thinking things are going to get better. Stop thinking you're going to be rich one day and just wasting your life away waiting for those things to happen. Your life is happening right here, right now. Every day is a special day. Every day should be lived like it's your last. And if you do that, you will find more peace and happiness instead of chasing something that you may or may not ever achieve. So stock up on tomato paste. And I wrote, you're kidding me, right? Nope, not at all. Not at all. Think about it, folks. What can be made from tomato paste? I will list a few items that I don't need to buy anymore because I don't buy them because I make my own homemade, and it helps me save a lot of money. It may not seem like a lot at first, but you'll see by the end of this video how much it really is. So for a fraction of the price, you can still have everything you want, still find healthy, frugal meals. Even in today's time, you can still find ways to save money and pinch pennies. And I already listed that I had some videos on that. Also, with the tomato paste, you can make ketchup, and I have a really good recipe for that, and have a really good recipe for mayonnaise, and a few other homemade condiments. And I haven't been on my game lately. I've been not feeling the best. I had a foot injury, went to the ER, but that's besides the point. So I do have some more of that type of stuff coming up. But it's pretty cool because a lot of people that I'm friends with, they've made some of those videos, and we're all sharing ideas to help others. The old-fashioned life, the simple life, the frugal life. So I want to go ahead and list a few of the channels that I enjoy, that I get a lot from, that's very down-to-earth, very helpful, shares homemade recipes, shares their wisdom, shares ways to make meals on a budget, using what you have. So a lot of times people ask, well, who's your favorite channels? Who do you watch? Who's this? Who's that? And I've given a few shout outs, but I haven't given a lot. But they inspire me and encourage me and make me want to get up off my rump every single day when I watch some of them and do something. And not that I'm already not doing anything, but it inspires you to do even more than you thought you could do. So some of those channels are Hippie Chick, Off Grid in Maine, City Girl Homestead, The Gathering Basket's a new channel, but I have a feeling they're fixing to blow up. They are an amazing older couple that's in their 70s, living off their land, just absolutely phenomenal. Cat in the North, very good channel. And there's a lot of others. There's a lot of channels that I watch that share a lot of spiritual stuff, testimonies, Bible lessons, but I'll go into that on another video. We got to stay on track here. So tomato paste, rounded off, it's around 48 cents to 50 cents up to like $1, but we're going to go on the lower end. So I'm going to kind of like give y'all a visual and give you some prices of the main things that I use it for, but there's a lot of other things you can do. So I think it's 8 items. Spaghetti sauce, the low end, $2 up to, it probably could go up to $4. Pizza sauce, $1.55 up to $3.99, and can go even higher. Barbecue sauce. So now the cheap price that I'm giving you is the cheapest one that I found, and then the not the absolute highest, but close to the highest, more brandy stuff. So that's what the price difference is. The pizza sauce, $1.55, was a cheaper one, up into $3.99, the average, something you can find locally. Barbecue sauce, $1.50 all the way up to $8 per bottle. Ketchup, $1.37, that's the cheap brand, all the way up to $6 per bottle. Enchilada sauce comes in a can or a bottle, $1 up to $5.28 per jar. Manwich or Sloppy Joe mix, $1 up into $2.99 per can. Tomato juice, $3 all the way up to $5. I didn't even see some that was higher than that. Tomato soup, $1.25 Dollar Tree, but if you get the Walmart brand, I think it's like $1.50 all the way up to $4.12 per can or container. There have some that's in quartz, and there's some that's even more expensive than that, that's higher quality. So you also can use tomato paste, and I'm going to list a few other ways that I use it, but those were the 8 that you can just use the whole can for comparison. So you also can use it to make hot sauce, chili, cocktail sauce, French dressing, tomato gravy, toppings for stuffings, for bell peppers, shrimp Creole dishes, vegetable soup for a base, for stew, eggplant parmesan, lasagna sauce, dips, marinade, baked beans, burritos, and there's so much more that you use tomato paste for that you don't realize. So tomato sauce is just basically watered down tomato paste. Don't buy the tomato sauce. Buy the tomato paste. For 1 can of tomato paste, you get 3 cans of tomato sauce. So that right there is another little way I save money that's very frugal. So that's just a visual of some things to give you a price of the cheaper end to the more expensive end. So the 8 items, the first from the lower end was $12.75. So for $12.75, you could buy all those items, the cheap stuff, not even probably the good stuff. Some of it is good, some of it's not, but not bad, right? But for 8 cans of tomato paste, that is right at $4. So right there, right at the gate, even if you were already frugal buying the cheap stuff, you can be even more frugal. Imagine that. So you would save $8.75. Still doesn't sound like it's a big deal, but it is a big deal, because if things are expensive and it's costing you, say, $12 a gallon for milk, then suddenly you're not going to want to buy those other things because you just simply aren't going to be able to afford it. But if you stock up on that tomato paste, you can easily make those items for just a little bit of nothing, a little bit of time, with just some of your basic staples that you have in your kitchen, spices and seasonings, and you got it. So now the higher price estimates. This one's going to be a bigger difference because it's the higher cost items, right? So for the 8 items, it's going to be $39.35. So that is a lot higher, but you saved $35.35 on the more expensive items. But here's the trick. When you make it homemade, you are making it gourmet. You're using your fresh ingredients, no synthetic ingredients. Oh, excuse my dog. So you're paying less by buying the tomato paste for 48 to 50 cents a can, and you're able to still make all those gourmet meals with just another couple of few ingredients, and that saves a lot of money. So this may not seem like a lot, but whenever you add it all up, even on the cheap end, you save $8.75, and on the higher end, you save $35.35 by just that one item. So I would say that tomato paste is an overlooked food prep that people just maybe haven't thought of. And by buying this, you can make your own tomato paste, barbecue sauce, ketchup, and all the other things that I listed. So, and if you need more information on that, always feel free to email me. I try to keep my videos decent length, between 10 to 15 minutes. I know if they go longer, sometimes people don't watch them. They just click through and click off and don't complete the whole video. So I appreciate all of you that do watch the whole entire video. My channel is monetized. I'm sorry if that does offend some people. Some of my videos are monetized and some of them aren't. So, I mean, it doesn't cost you anything, but if it helps give me a little bit of incentive and helps my channel grow, and I can make a little extra money doing things that I love anyway, and it's not costing me anything, and it's not costing my subscribers anything, I think that's great. So, why not? So just kind of like getting a little bonus, right? So, I think that is it for today. I will be making a video on ketchup soon and the mayonnaise soon. I'm not sure. Just depends. It's been awfully hot. It's been awfully busy. Now we have, of course, you see the pumpkins coming in. Tomatoes are starting to fill up everywhere, the counters, the tabletops. So we're going to be canning tomatoes. I think the cucumbers are about finished. Thank goodness, because they were about to drive me crazy. But boy, they sure are delicious. So I think that'll do it for this video. I hope all of y'all are doing great. I hope you're all having a blessed week, a blessed weekend, whenever you're watching this, morning, evening. I know people watch them at different times. I usually catch some of the people that I like in the afternoons after a busy day of work. I'll watch it on the screen inside instead of on my cell phone, so I can kick back and enjoy it. But some of the channels that I gave, all the channels that I gave shout outs to, are channels that we prefer to watch every evening if there's a new video up, instead of watching all the garbage that's on the television. It just gives us a great ending to our evening. Great people to listen to, great information. So that's some of the people that I like. That's where my mind and my heart is, set on the old-fashioned frugal lifestyle. So thanks for subscribing to my channel. I do have a few new subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. And thanks for liking and sharing and leaving all those friendly comments. So farewell, Homestead family, friends, and neighbors from the Cozy Cottage Homestead.